This is Phil. Thanks for watching Frets. Tonight we're going to talk about Stratocasters. As you can see, we've got two Stratocasters. You might recognize the one on the right. That is my American Strat that I put the Custom Shop Texas Specials in. And the one on the left is a Mexican Strat that I picked up tonight. Got a really good deal on it, and I just brought it home this evening. So I thought this would be a good time to do a little bit of a comparison between a Mexican-made and an American-made guitar. I'm not going to plug them in because I wouldn't be comparing apples to apples because, like I mentioned, I've got non-stock pickups on the American and what's on the Mexican are stock. So it wouldn't be a fair comparison. We're going to look instead at materials and construction. So, starting with the headstock. Well, you can see the color is different on the two guitars. I really haven't looked up how old the Mexican one is, but I believe it's at least 10 years old. And I know that the American one is about 14 years old. So they both have a little bit of age on them. Now, everything is shaped the same. The bodies are shaped the same, the necks are shaped the same, and we're kind of fuzzy. It'll come back. And the headstocks are shaped the same. Come on back. There we go. Autofocus for you. Okay. On the American, you can see we've got two string trees, and you can see they're a little nicer when you compare them to the single string tree on the Mexican. If we can get that in focus, that would be super duper. There we go. See the difference? They're a little nicer. And those are to keep the angle of the string in relation to the nut at, an optimum angle. I see. I was too close. So I'm going to back up a bit. Now, the necks, we've got a rosewood on the left and a maple on the right. Both types of woods can come with both types of guitars, so I'm not going to focus on that. But I will focus when you look at the number of frets. See that last dot marker? There's one fret after it. Over here, the last dot marker, there's 2 frets after. The American guitar has 22 frets, and the Mexican guitar has 21. When we look at the shape of the body, they're the same. Pick guards, they're pretty much the same. I have a non-standard pick guard on the American. I've got an 8-hole pick guard, but it came with an 11. And the Mexican one also has an 11-hole pick guard. The electronics, the Mexican comes with ceramic pickups. The American comes with Alnico pickups. That comes down to player preference. Personally, I like the Alnicos better. When we look at the bridge it pivots on 2 screws, and it has, for the saddles, it has 6 little blocks of metal. Over here on the Mexican Strat, it's got the vintage style, which means that it's being held in place by 6 screws. And it has the saddles are steel, and they're bent, and each one says Fender. It's hard to see from there. Let's get these turned around. Okay. There's the standard tuners. Those are not standard tuners. Moving down, see that neck plate? See that little hole between the 2 bottom screws? That's so you can adjust the tilt of the neck. The Mexican one does not have any such adjustment. And also, it's got a plain neck plate. Whereas this one has the nice Fender logo on it. But that's an easy upgrade. Back here at the tremolo, I've got this one blocked off because the tremolo isn't something that I use. The metal of the 2 tremolo blocks is different. I don't know what they're made of, but they look different. Anyway, overall, I really like Strats because you can use them to play just about any style of music: blues, country, rock, metal. Some people may disagree with that. I think if you put the proper pickups on it, you can play just about any kind of music. If you're looking for a Strat and you want to get an American Strat, I strongly suggest that you look around to get one used. But beware of counterfeits. That'll be a video for a different day. But you can get really good deals on used guitars on Craigslist. That's where I got both of these. I got the American one for about $500. No, exactly $500, but it also came with a case. And we're out of focus again. Maybe focus on something else. There it is. I think it's hard for the camera to focus on black objects. Anyway, if the American Fender, the American Strat is outside your budget, go ahead and get a Mexican one. They're good quality guitars. And if you don't like the way it sounds, well, just play it. And while you're working your job, in between playing guitar, start saving your money. It's easy enough to swap out the pickups for them. You could make a Mexican guitar sound like an American guitar. It's all in the electronics. Of course, wood quality does play a role in the sound of the guitar. Of course it does. But a more affordable option would be to get a Mexican guitar and put some upgraded pickups on it, and it'll make your guitar sound much better. This is Phil. Thanks for watching Frets.